Hey everyone. Well, I'm going to start a new series. I kind of got inspired by this by one of my recent flights, and it was actually a flight where I was demonstrating a new helicopter from flightsim.to, and I came across an observatory in the mountains, and it was really fascinating to fly around and look at it. So I thought I would start a series of finding these observatories around the world and checking them out. This is the first. This is the Roque de los Muchachos Observatory. This is located in the municipality of Garafía on the island of La Palma in the Canary Islands, Spain. This observatory was established in 1985. It has some of the best seeing conditions for telescopes in the world, actually, and so many large telescopes have been moved there or set up there, including the telescope, the Isaac Newton telescope, which was moved from the Royal Greenwich Observatory because of the conditions. Now, look at this view. Can you imagine having this view from your office every day? I mean, come on, this is absolutely incredible. I can't even imagine anybody wanting to come down from this view. The buildings up here actually go back to 1969. The observatory operation itself, though, began in 1984 with the moving of the Isaac Newton telescope from the Royal Greenwich Observatory. As we get closer to some of these, I'll give you the names of some of them. And there are quite a few observatories, and it's quite interesting. I find that excuse me, there are a lot of mountaintops like this, but there are some in some very flat areas out in the middle of nowhere, which is really kind of surprising. But I guess it really has to depend, on the view you get from the from your telescopes, really, is what determines it. So one of these is the Nordic optical telescope. I believe it might be the one straight ahead on the left, or it might be the one just a little bit above that. I'm not entirely sure. These antennas down here, these are actually telescopes, and they belong to the Cherenkov telescope array. I think this big silver one here on the left is the Gran Telescopio Canarias. Oh, and if you look at the side of the road, you'll see circles with like 3 dots in them marking a triangle. Each one of those is actually a helicopter pad. So there's several helicopter pads here, but yeah, look at this absolutely incredible view here that you get to see. Man, what a place. And now, since the observatory is meant to operate at night, why don't we take a look and see how the observatory looks at night. Let's start at sunset. See how we look. So the sun is setting now off to our left here as we fly over La Palma of the Canary Islands. And you see from different views, you'll see the different Canary Islands around us. And right now we have a very high cloud cover, but I will tell you that the observatory is quite high, and it is not at all unusual for the ground around it to be completely covered with clouds. So, but they're not meant to look down, they're meant to look up. And as you can see, their silhouettes here against the sunset. Really a beautiful spot. We get it is the Roque de los Muchachos Observatory. Very nice looking, isn't it? So beautiful. Just incredible views up here. Fantastic Canary Islands around us. So the altitude up here of these observatories is the top is 7,861 feet. That's 2,396 meters. And it, wow, look at that sunset. Let's enjoy that for a few minutes. Absolutely spectacular sunset here in the Canary Islands. I hope you enjoyed the flight, and I hope you'll watch some of the future episodes. As I stated, this is going to be the first of my observatory observation flights as I travel the world looking for all these really spectacular observatories and check them out and see what they look like. May not always be in the same plane, although the stagger wing is not a bad option, providing the altitude is not too high. And it can obviously go nice and low and slow, and tilting at windmills. I can never resist these things. Doesn't seem to matter what plane I'm in. I got quite a few videos of chasing windmills. Hey, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the skies.